it's Sadie at All Natural Me, allnaturalme.com. Welcome to my live broadcast. It's a Monday, and we are going to do the shadow clearing work for doubt. Hey, Antonio, can you hear me? Sound check. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 plus 2 equals potato. Okay, good. Do I sound any better tonight? Still trying to get the sound worked out with these phones and microphones and all that. So anyways, do you want to play my number game? Shout out a number between 1 and 75. I'll read your fortune, get you started. What's your intentions this week? Do you have any? My intentions for sure are to be more easygoing. We don't have to be trying so hard all the time, right? Aw, thank you. Hey, Dominic. Thank you, Antonio Curry. I just got back from the library. I have that library glow. That kind of glow you can only get from being surrounded by books. All right, so number 75 is do all things with love. Oh, that's so good. Hi, Gracie. Antonio just picked the perfect one. Do all things with love. If we could just let that govern our moment to moment to moment to moment choices, do all things with love. Ugh, all problems solved. So thank you so much. Does anybody else want a fortune? Shout out a number between 1 and 75. I'll read you a little tidbit, a little nugget, a little fortune. So, it's Monday, and we are going to, oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. I have my ironing board that is beside me. I have it lined up. I can't fit any more decks from side to side of the lineup. So I think the hour goes by pretty fast. It will go pretty fast. My plan is to start off with giving ourselves a friend, a wisdom keeper. This is also insurance if none of you guys show up. I will pull myself one of these. They'll come in handy when nobody shows up. So I will have a friend for the broadcast. Thank you, Dominic. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This is wonderful. I've only actually pulled one for myself since the initial day, and I had her displayed sort of just watching me while I worked, and it's so interesting that the one I pulled, she was a crafter, and so as I'm sewing and working, I was thinking about her story, and her story was, and maybe we'll pull it again sometime. I put her back in the deck. She was like a native, and then she went traditional like into town, and she moved away from doing things authentically, right? She was a weaver. Weaving takes time. But she started a business, and she started cutting corners, and she started using cheaper products, and the energy left her products basically. So her story was like going back to appreciating the way she did things. So that was a really relevant thing for me because I'm always trying to like think like, how much did I charge for, like, oh my gosh, it takes me a really long time, but I don't know if people can pay that much. Like, there's this struggle when you're an artist or crafter, which really kind of deters a lot of people from doing that. So having her watch me kept me thinking, just be authentic. Just craft from your heart. Just honor creativity over profits always. So I really enjoyed her spirit already. So Antonio says, today I saw your Halloween video. You were wearing the cool mask. Thank you. Thank you, Walmart. I didn't actually buy that for myself. I bought it for my daughter, but it was too big for her. So I was like, well, I guess I have a mask too. It was a sugar skull, a Day of the Dead sugar skull. Yes. So anyways, let's get started. So we're going to start with a friend. Then something I'm going to do new now. Yes. Oh, thank you, Just a Wabox. Welcome. Sometimes a mask is all you need. So starting this week at Mondays, I'm going to pull one plant card And then throughout the week, I'm going to study and research the plant that I pull. And you can too if you want to nerd out with me. You're more than welcome to nerd with me. Get your nerd on. So, anyways, we're going to pull a plant. So, friend, plant. Then we are going to talk about doubt. And look how cool and like sort of like Indian Aztec. I mean, isn't that a cool image? So, we're going to talk about doubt. Okay, which really isn't going to be bad. I told you guys this shadow work's going to get to the point where it doesn't really feel too shadowy anymore. More fine tuning. It's really going to serve you, and it's certainly serving me. I'm becoming very obvious to what I need to improve upon. So negative thoughts are sticking out like sore thumbs, and it's becoming very clear the work that I can continue doing. So that makes it easier whenever we see the obstacles. And speaking of obstacles, we're going to clear them with Ganesha. And speaking of doubt, it made me think of ascended masters, like on their spiritual journey of ascension. Did they ever doubt the messages? Did they ever doubt their progress? Right? So I just sort of felt called to this step. And then we're going to end with that language of letting go and that joy and sorrow card. So that's my plan. That'll keep us busy. I can't just sit here and do nothing. All right, I also have to be careful not to clap this microphone that's right in front of me. Okay, so that's why I was getting some sound checks. So without further ado, look how thick this is, you guys. These cards are ginormous. So I'm not actually going to shuffle them like I do some of my other decks. I'm going to pull this with just my intuition and listening. So, get comfortable. I should just call my broadcast Story Hour with Sadie. Story Hour with Sadie. Like, literally, I read to you. So, Wisdom Keepers, let us find a friend. And that's our friend right there. So, we're pulling us a friend. We're all wisdom keepers. We all have a story of wisdom to share with the world. Okay, our friend tonight is number 12, discrimination. Now, the artwork is incredible. So, I will be posting a picture on allnaturalme.com. You're welcome to follow up after the broadcast. It takes me about an hour to get it loaded after I'm done live streaming with the pictures and the editing and putting it up there. But I will take a picture because looking, you can't see the hearts on his chin. And yeah, that's a bird with a full moon and butterflies. And there's also these flowers or suns. There's all this intricate designs. So I'll always be posting pictures of all the cards that I pull so that you can have a closer look. But his face is very kind to me, right? But his name is, the title is Discrimination. So he's definitely got a story. So here we go. Number 12, discrimination. To discriminate is to know inherently what and who is healthy for you in life. Okay, plot twist. I was thinking he was being discriminated against, but he's saying to discriminate is to know inherently what and who is healthy for you in your life. Okay, I'm digging it. So the gift is discrimination. The shadow side to this card is vanity. The siddhi is purity. So, from birth, I was recognized as an old, wise soul. It pained me to see the brutality and maliciousness of humanity, and it was easy for me to see through the fears and folly of the people around me. Instinctively, I knew there was more to life, so I launched my spiritual search. For years, I studied with wise teachers, watched my thoughts, and mastered my emotions. As I progressed, my mind became clear, my expressions artful, and my communication immaculate. Everyone commented on my impressively calm and agreeable nature. I looked around me and saw people consumed by misguided efforts to look good and appear successful. I watched them blindly clinging to limited systems and beliefs, and I felt grateful that I was no longer caught up in such a sad, futile game. Until it hit me. Beneath my gratitude was pride, and even deeper than that, a subtle and elitist disdain for those who hadn't achieved the level of spiritual awareness and non-attachment that I had. The very vanity I saw in the world lived in me. With this realization came the next. The more I tried to transcend or reject my own vanity, the more subtly it shapeshifted and held fast to me. Once I befriended my very human need to feel special, I was able to appreciate its tremendous gifts and the essential role it plays in our shared creative evolution. That's a good story. I can relate, for sure. So, my gift to you, I want you to know that vanity is a necessary, beautiful part of being human. Without a love of your uniqueness, how could you possibly unfold your intelligent wings? Rejoice in your personal power, or come to know and express your most wonderful qualities. In the end, we will all discover that if we truly love ourselves, we must love everyone, for we are all one. But for now, I invite you to stop obsessing about what you can and should do to get rid of your vanity. Instead, allow yourself to fall in love with your own authenticity and the authenticity in others. Learn to discriminate the real from the false, and who and what is healthy for you. Transform your innate desire to improve yourself into an art form and speak from the heart. The rest will take care of itself. So I am going to really enjoy having this beautiful man sit with me at my desk. He does have some questions for contemplation, if you're into that sort of thing. Speaking of Halloween, speaking of masks, a question for contemplation is, what masks do you wear in your everyday life? What do you fear or hope might happen if you took off the mask? Dang, these questions are not light. Another question is, how does your inner elitist express itself? Do you sometimes think that you are more evolved than others? Do you keep these thoughts to yourself, or do they sometimes leak out with malice? So they're encouraging us to be honest. What are you saying, Just a Webbox? These are faces. They're kind of archetypes. So another question for contemplation is, do you have a good sense of discrimination? do you know who or what is healthy for you? How do you know this? How do you know I'm healthy for you? How do you know that? Start listening to your voice when you speak. Notice how much of your pure heart is in what you say. If there's a lack of heart, there may be a form of vanity present that isn't serving you. So this is a new oracle deck of mine called the Wisdom Keepers. Yeah, they're faces. So I'll be saying, I'll forget that they're called Wisdom Keepers, and I'm probably just going to say, okay, it's time to pull a face. So anyways, something to think about. Absolutely. So thank you so much, Wisdom Keeper. Thank you for sharing your story, your wisdom story. Thank you for the gift to let us know that we need to love our uniqueness, right? And that's how we will unfold our personal, unique, intelligent qualities. So yeah, thank you so much. Very cool. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for the next forevers. You're always puzzled. It's okay. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. That's what we're talking about tonight. So I'm going to go straight into the shadow work, and then I'll pull the herb card. It really doesn't matter when I pull the herb card. That's what we're talking about tonight. Doubt. I don't know all the answers. You're always puzzled. Hey, join the club. So the affirmation for doubt is, I release the need to know all the answers. I release the need to know all the answers. It's not my job to explain it all. It's not my job to figure it out. My job is to anchor love into this planet. My job is to be in a state of allowing for spirit to come through me, right? My job is to shine light. So doubt creeps in for me whenever I feel like I have to explain what I do or why I do it. I don't need to explain nothing to nobody. So I love this mandala. It is really awesome. I love the designs in it. So doubt, I release the need to know all the answers. I will know what I need to know when I need to know it. That's a quote from Bashar. All right, doubt. So let's dive in. You think you got any doubt in your life? Let's transmute it. It's impossible for the human brain to comprehend the mysteries of the universe. So don't. You are only consciously aware of the 3 dimensions for a reason. And that is to learn to love without the full awareness of your connection to spirit. So we're here in our earth school to learn to love, to find our strength and ability to love no matter what. Everyone has his or her own personal path to this awareness. And there is no right or wrong answer as long as your goal is to manifest the energy of love and compassion. So the wisdom of the divine trickles into the physical dimension, and some of it will resonate with your soul and some of it will not. These are your signposts that guide you to your correct path, right? That's kind of what discrimination was saying. Like, how do you know when something's good for you? Okay, Wellbach says, you laugh so nice. Okay, so that's a good signpost, right? Okay, you're on the right path. You're hanging out with maybe the right type of people here. But if you don't feel that good feeling, that's a message to you that you're wasting your time here, right? So if you go with some, like, I don't know, say this is a party, you're at Sadie's party right now. If you don't have good vibes, leave. I'm lovingly telling you to leave. Your path is something different. So if the wisdom resonates with you and seems right, then keep it. If not, release it back to the universe. Always be aware and mindful of the insights that your spirit guides and teachers put on your path. So this is really like, doubt really has a message to like listen to yourself. Listen to your body, the way your body feels. Listen to the thoughts. Listen to your emotions. Like, your spirit guides are showing you things that will either make you happy or not, in a sense. Like, when my spirit guides show me my numbers, right? When I see my numbers that resonate with me, I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm right. It's encouraging me. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. So there are certainly ways that you can eliminate doubt in your life, but doubt too shouldn't be anything to be condemned. Like, just release yourself of the need to know all the answers, right? I like it. I'm liking the doubt. I'm liking the doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man. I'm loving it. Yeah. So anyways, listen to your signs. Listen to your guides. I was just talking to one of my mama friends at the library. Well, actually, it was last week. I was talking to her again, but last week she said, like, when a song pops into her head, she calls them like pop-ins. And she's always really aware of, like, especially if it's so random. Like, do you ever have that when you're like, why the heck did that song, Hey Taboo, just pop into my head like that? Well, there could be a message in there for you. Like, go look up the lyrics. If that happens to you, like, think about, like, why in the heck did I just start hearing Bryan Adams sing a song right now? Like, excuse me, why is Pitbull in my head? Like, evaluate the name of the song. Like, there could be a message there for you. And then also, doubt makes me think that really make sure you're listening to yourself for your answers. You can learn to use your body as a tool with yes and no questions, right? So, like, your body, if you ask it a question and it responds with like a shoulder lifting kind of like openness, that's usually a yes. If you ask your body a question and you kind of contract, right, and it's like closed down, almost feel pain, that's usually like no. It's usually a no. So you could practice something like, anybody have a question? Like, all I can think of is, should I go to the dance this Friday? Because I got all my Singing Monster people up in here. Okay, should I make this purchase? Right? Should I, like, when you ask yourself something that you're not quite sure of, you can learn to tap into your body's response. Like, your higher self can communicate with you through the cells of your body, and you can kind of learn if you're in doubt, right? If you're in doubt, that's the only time you'd ever really want to do this, right? If you find yourself in doubt. Like, should I ask Jenny to the dance? My body says yes. But, I mean, that's sometimes, too, when I use a pendulum. That's for a yes or no answer. And I don't normally use this. I really don't. Because I'm not usually in doubt. Because, yes, it's swinging yes. Because I'm usually very certain of what I want to do in my life. Yes, I am. I follow my intuition. Now, let's see. Let's ask it something. Should I light all of my oracle cards on fire? Should I light all of my oracle cards on fire? Should I light my oracle cards on fire? It stopped saying yes. Right? It's just looking at me like, Sadie, that was such an insane question. The pendulum is annoyed with me. Do I love, hold on, I gotta be still. Do I love the people tuning into my broadcast right now? Maybe. I maybe love you. But anyways, there are tools. Now, how does this work? How does this work? This like my oracle cards, um, is a tool for my higher self to communicate with me through. My higher self, I already know the answers. It's silly. Hi, Angela. I already know the answers to everything, right? My higher self definitely knows the answers to everything. But if I'm in the process of doubt, I could use a tool like a pendulum. I could use a tool like my body to get some clarity. So anyways, how are you doing, Angela? So, no doubt. Here we go. So use your doubt to help you with your discrimination. The good discrimination. What's good for me? What isn't good for me? Like, if you have a lot of doubt going into something, maybe that's a clue for you. Maybe it's not in your highest interest to be doing what you're doing, right? So you're okay. Good. Well, it is only Monday. If you're doing okay on a Monday, I think that's really good. I'm okay too. I'm good. So on Mondays from now on, I'm gonna shuffle this deck of, I know, happy anniversary tomorrow. 10 years married tomorrow, you guys. At the beginning of the week, I'm gonna pull an herb, and then throughout the week, thank you for remembering, Angela. That was sweet. And then throughout the week, I'm going to study this herb, and then like by Thursday or Friday, I'll do a write-up of all the little notes that I've taken about this plant, and I'll post it on allnaturalme.com, so you're invited to nerd out with me for sure. All right, so what plant? Hey, that's okay. That's why I put a replay. I'm really good company when you do the dishes. So tomorrow, if you have dishes to do like I do, yeah, just have me on the replay. We talked about discrimination, how it's actually good for us, learning how to discriminate what's good for you, what's not so good for you, and then doing some shadow clearing work about doubt. So now I'm picking a plant. This is my plant of the week. It's the one I will be studying, learning about, expanding my herbal knowledge, even though I don't need to know it all. I don't need to know it all. Yeah. Yes. Doing the dishes at work when you should be working, listen to me. All right. Oh, yay. Good. This is a fun one. It's rosemary. Good. I'm happy to be starting culinary. Now, although rosemary is like loaded with medicinal properties. Do you guys ever grow rosemary? And of course, Mary. Of course, my first plant would be a Mary plant. So it has like little long leaves. I have some growing still outside, I believe. Although if it's going to stay this cold, it's not going to be out there much longer. Like, it was freezing. I just took off my jacket right before I hit broadcast, like, because I sat down to broadcast, and I'm like, Sadie, are you really going to wear your jacket while you broadcast? Like, why don't you just put your hoodie up and, like, cinch it up to your face? So rosemary is actually an evergreen herb. It can grow to 15 feet in height. I would like to see that. I don't believe that at all. maybe not in Pennsylvania. Like maybe somewhere where it has more than 3 months to grow. So if it flowers, they're kind of bluish flowers. It's actually native to Mediterranean coasts. So like I said, it's mostly a culinary herb for meats. I love to make a tea out of it. So I'm excited to see what else I can do with this herb. It's good for memory. It's good for circulation. It kind of wakes you up a little bit. Rosemary. So let's see what else it says. The leaves and flowering plant tops can be used medicinally to stimulate liver function and to improve circulation by raising blood pressure. So if you already had high blood pressure, maybe lay off the rosemary. Yeah, they sell it fresh in grocery stores now too. I usually buy it like already growing because it takes a long time to sprout it from seed, because it's actually supposed to be more of like an evergreen type of bushy herb. So rosemary tea is useful for alleviating headaches and chest pains due to colds, and you can put the tea on topically It says topical applications of rosemary teas and preparations with other liquid and oil have been used to treat skin problems and wounds. And traditionally, baldness. So, doesn't that make sense whenever I was doing oil treatments on Live Me? You know, DIY Friday, I was putting in peppermint, sage, and rosemary. So, rosemary helps stimulate that scalp. It says overdoses of ingested rosemary are poisonous and can be fatal. So, disclaimer, everything I tell you on my broadcast could kill you. Carry on. So that's all this little card says. So this week I will be nerding out, studying rosemary, jotting down tips, ways that you can use it practically in your life, and in doses that are safe for you. Don't overdo anything. How about that? Just everything in moderation. And then Thursday or Friday I will put a little list or article, probably a list. I like lists on allnaturalme.com. So thank you, Rosemary. All right, let's get on to it. Ganesha. Clear of obstacles, clear of doubt, right? He just felt right tonight. He just felt right. So we're going to do Ganesha, and then we're going to do an Ascended Master. Because I thought Ganesha could help clear away doubt. And then I thought, what about Ascended Masters? Did they ever feel doubt like I feel on my spiritual journey every once in a while? Like, what the hell am I even doing? Like, did any of them ever have that? So I'm just looking, I just saw it. I'll pull from that deck, and then that'll pretty much do us, I think. We'll see. Well, let's see what Ganesha has for us. Ganesha's like, Sadie, shh. Be quiet. Be quiet and pull the card, lady. Oh, number 10, generosity. Generosity. And I just snorted. Did you hear it? And number 33 on the bottom is guidance. So there we go. There's Ganesha's. Remember the first time that I saw this card, I thought that he was looking to them for guidance, but actually these gods were admiring him. This little elephant child, he was emanating so much light that the Triphala gods were honoring his light. So we always think that we need to be looking like above us or outside of us for this higher guidance, this higher wisdom. When in fact, if we just go inside, connect with that light, we will be honored for it, doing the inner work. So you got doubt? Go inside. Meditate. Live from your heart space. Do everything with love, right? Shine your light. I mean, Earth ain't no walk in the park, right? This is what I've heard. Like, it is difficult to incarnate here. So we are admired for just coming here, right? So let's get on to number 10 though, generosity. Here Ganesha is sharing with his little mousy rat friend. Right? Do you have abundance in your life? Do you have something you can share? Even if it's just love. All I've got to share with you is love and light. Sorry. That's it. That's all I've got for you. And some really like junky Halloween candy. We have a whole bag of rejects that like nobody wants. They've been rejected by everybody in the house. So I don't know, we'll just pass it off to somebody who likes Sour Patch stuff. Alright, so compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. So when you're conscious and aware of your own feelings, compassion just happens naturally. right? I love it too. You self-love, then it's easy to love everybody else. When you are generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings, right? Maybe doubt. I'm going to work it in. You know I'm going to work it in. So work with Ganesha. Respect others and live a conscious life. Champion others. Champion them. Support them. And actively want them to succeed. This is what I was tweeting about. I don't know if that was this morning or last night. I can't remember. But when you make your intentions, and this is from Amora Kuan Yin, put a win-win with your intentions. Like, my intentions are to do this with a win-win for everyone involved. Like, just start to include everyone around you, wanting everyone to succeed. So champion others, support them. Living from this space will create an open heart and an open mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what is good and positive in someone rather than what you judge as negative or bad. So Ganesha is saying to embrace others' differences, okay? You become what you judge, right? And you don't want to be a judger. You want to be a lover. So give freely and give from your heart. Choose to no longer manipulate and do not do favors with strings attached. Dang. As you continue to give, you may find that you no longer envy others. You will be able to give easily and at the same time receive when the same is offered to you. This will go a long way to eliminating the feeling of being separated from others. And you may find yourself genuinely happy. So look for and assume the best in people and treat others with respect and acceptance. I know, he's so pretty. He's so pretty, Angela. Yeah, so this is great because this kind of ties in with judgment and envy, right? And the ego. The ego always wants to feel like it's separated and outcast, right? That serves the ego. We want the ego to integrate, to be of giving nature, to be of service. So I love that message, Ganesha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, on to an Ascended Master. Thanks for joining me on this Monday night. I hope everybody's doing well or well enough or better and better, getting better and better. All right, Ascended Masters, did you ever doubt? Did you ever doubt? Surely yes, right? At some point along the way. But what kept them going? Faith, determination, allowing, surrender. Yeah. Okay, here we go. These are so pretty, aren't they? Shuffling Gold. I wish I was up a little higher. Here we go. Looking for guidance, clarity. Lady Nada. Oh my goodness. So Lady Nada Mother, wife, sister, daughter. I'll read to you. We'll see what she has to say. And because I looked instantly, I am going to honor the bottom card too. It's Serapis Bay. Go now. Go now, everyone. Go now. Oh, I'm glad you're here too. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm always happy to hang out with you. So, and thank you for journeying with me. We're journeying together. Did you hear my rabbits? They're also going with us. They're being crazy. Is that the two of them? We have two rabbits in one of the cages. They really should all have their own cage, but I don't really have room for another cage. Like, another cage? I already have 4 cages. I'm already a crazy rabbit lady. And I want them all in the same room. But I don't know, I have to like get rid of the piano. Sorry, piano, you have to go. Because we need another. Yeah, well, it's actually, Butterball's pretty chill. It's actually Root and Jack. They should not be together. Root can be with anybody. He's neutered. But he makes everybody crazy. Like, they're just having too much fun. So anyways, this may be coming through if you have an issue with a mother, a wife, a girlfriend, a sister, a daughter. Okay, a lot of this comes through. This card comes through if you have that. However, I was asking like for guidance about doubt. So let's see here. Lady Nada is an ascended master who works with Saint Germain. All right, now I see why. Saint Germain and Archangel Michael to help bring about balance of the male and female energies in the world. Her name signifies the beautiful sound of the void of silence, where peace is found. You can call upon Lady Nada to help you find peace with both females and males in your life, and also to harmonize and balance masculine and feminine energies within yourself. I know, right? I've been thinking so much about Saint Germain and Archangel Michael always. I just talked about him at the library, about how you can call on Archangel Michael to cut your cords with everyone. Like, literally. Like, cut your energetic cords. Get your energy back if you're feeling like everyone's taking too much. You don't need to have cords attached to you all the time. So this too is also a really good message about balancing those masculine and feminine energies within us. So balance your masculine and feminine energy by practicing giving, you guys, and receiving on a daily basis. So that's pretty cool. Back-to-back messages about giving. Also, yes, I have asked Archangel Michael Trinity too to cut those cords. And I visualize his sword of light. I've cut them with everybody. I love you all, and I've cut everybody off. I'm talking about people in your real life too, past like relationships, family members, right? You don't. If you're a mother, you don't want to cut them too soon from your children, but at some point, it is time. Energetically. So be willing to forgive a woman in your life who seems to have hurt you. A female deceased loved one is saying, I love you from heaven. That could also mean that. Or a new relationship with a woman will prove to be very significant. So, yeah, this is a perfect time to call upon Prime Source, God, Creator, all that is. Call upon your guides and your angels to release any toxins associated with past or present female relationships. This process opens the way for healthy relationships with all people including your own feminine energy. So a lot of lessons coming from Lady Nada. And yep, she works with Saint Germain and Archangel Michael. So of course we would just love that. So anyways, I also want to mention that any unhealed feelings that you carry towards someone that you need to forgive could be blocking or slowing the manifestation of your dreams and leading to imbalances. So we're leading up to doing the shadow work of forgiveness. I just want to warn you. I think that'll be next week. No. Yes, next week we're going to do forgiveness. Tuesday. We have to understand that when we do hold that negative energy within us, it does create an imbalance. And it keeps the things that we want, it keeps them from coming to us. Okay? So she also came through with Serapis Bay. I hear Serapises. Did I just say that? I hear Serapis's name. I hear his name all the time. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. So, Serapis's name. Alright, so this is a message. Okay, we just were talking about discrimination. Like, how do you know something's good for you? Use your discrimination to know if it's not serving you. And if it's not, go now. Leave. Get out of it. If it's not serving you and your highest good and the highest good of others, move on. Get out of there. Okay? Serapises. Sadie, for real. Serapis Bey is an Egyptian god of ascension and a bridge between heaven and earth. He's the ultimate life coach who motivates people to take good care of themselves, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So we can call upon Serapis Bey whenever we need additional energy and motivation to take action. Yeah, it's time for you to go, either away from a toxic situation or towards something desirable. Okay? It's the right time to make your move. Everything's ripe and perfect, and the universe is poised to support you. Alright, I'm getting silly. What time is it? It seems early. Seems early for me to be hitting my silly spell. Usually it's
8:30.
Yeah, it's way early for me. Usually it's about like 10. I just start laughing for no reason. Okay. Good. I'll take it early. I will take it early today. Okay, so that's pretty much what I've got for you, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to post pictures of all of this. If you missed the beginning, like I said, I'm really good to play while you do the dishes. If you want to hear the story of our new friend, I read the wisdom story about discrimination. That's how I started the broadcast. Beautiful wisdom story. He does have a gift for us through sharing his story. And many, like way too many, questions for contemplation. But he resonated with me so much that I am gonna think about the questions that he asked us to contemplate for sure. Then we did talk about doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. This was so timely for me too because really getting a lot of messages lately to not try so hard. Stop it. Get some help. Don't try so hard. This journey of ascension really doesn't require as much effort as we're doing, that we think. Like, we don't have to memorize all this information or understand everything completely. There's an energy larger than us, greater than us, more intelligent than us for sure. We just need to kind of surrender and allow and be in that light and be in that love. You don't need to have to explain the history of the galactic heritage in order to reap the benefit of the energy that's now coming to Earth. So I like that. I don't need to know it all. Thank you. Good. Okay, then I decided, well, my deck decided that rosemary is going to be my herb to study this week. So throughout the week, I'm going to be finding little bits of information about the herb rosemary that will benefit us all. Ganesha came through with a message to continue to being generous, right? Share your love, share your light, and receive it when it comes to you. Love him. Love him. And then we just had Lady Nada and Serapis Bay. So we had a lot of beautiful messages for a Monday. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. All right, so to end the broadcast, we'll do an intention with the language of letting go. And then we'll end with the beautiful joy and sorrow. So I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Please visit, if you're new to my broadcast, allnaturalme.com for oracle messages on the posts and the community page. Trinity, thank you so much for sharing. Katie, thank you so much for sharing. I look forward to your card pulls. I get on my website to go to the community page to see what you guys pulled. I love it. Love it. So here we go. Let's see. As if we don't have enough to work on, let's throw one more intention on top of the pile, see if we break. We got trusting in life. Good. I'm glad you're back. Trusting in life. So what was I just kind of saying? Surrendering, right? Knowing that there is an intelligence greater than us at work here. Trusting in life. Today I will trust that the events occurring in my life are not random. My experiences aren't mistakes, and the universe, my higher power, and life are not picking on me. They're not picking on me. I'm going through exactly what I need to go through to learn something valuable, something that will prepare me for the joy and love that I'm seeking. So trusting in life. Okay? Nothing's random. Nothing's a mistake. The universe is not bullying you. You are going through the lessons you wanted to go through that will prepare you for joy and the love that you are seeking. Yeah, you are not being picked on. Are you sure? But not to say that the universe doesn't have a screwy sense of humor some days, but once we realize that we chose it, we pulled it to us, we asked for it, right? We're expanding, right? Yeah, I needed to hear that again, for sure. I know. It's just like, say thank you to everything. Everything. Okay. All right, so here's our final card. Thanks again, you guys, for joining me. When I went to drive to town today, I looked down at the trip mileage, like not the complete mileage, just the trip mileage, and it was 7717. And I was like, here we go. So it's been a big number day for me all day long. I haven't really said that out loud, but numbers are still, I just looked up 5409. Like, I still am seeing the numbers very strong. So keep listening to the signs and symbols and feelings and emotions that your higher guide and you have agreed upon. You've set the rules for this game, so learn how to play it. Learn how to play it. Here we go. Dance. And new numbers. Yes, we've been laughing because we've been saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and I haven't seen those in a while. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and 1, 4, 3. Now, how is 1, 4, 3 significant to you? Like, was it significant for a reason, or did it just become significant because it just kept showing up? Are you watching me? So here we have dance. Both. Okay. It stands for I love you. Aww. I want to see 1, 4, 3. I want to see 1, 4, 3. Okay, so she is getting ready to boogie down. I think she's not actually dancing in this picture. She does like have. It looks like she's sitting on a table with her leg propped up. Let's read. She's got pearls, some type of gemstone, flowers. Boomer. Yeah. And then you saw 1, 4. I know you'll see these numbers like everywhere. It's incredible. Like that's what continues to surprise me. Like numbers where you like normally wouldn't. Like I never look at mileage. I just start the vehicle and drive. I never look at anything. I just hope I have gas. So to look down and like see like significant sevens, right? Sevens are very significant. Yeah. Yeah, you just start cracking up. Absolutely. Yeah. I've seen a lot of numbers like that. Been a big number week, and I'm happy for it because I do love them. All right, so this is a flapper tapper. That's right, I said it. A flapper tapper performs on a 1920s stage set. The furniture is strong, the curtains bold and colorful. Her rose headband displays her self-love, and the fringe on her girly pink costume will add youthful energy to her performance. She will make a glorious noise with her feet by tap dancing to bring a rhythm and rhyme back into her life. The strings of pearls attracts wisdom as she dances for joy, healing, and setting her spirit free. Her love of dance performances is cathartic, freeing, and uplifting. Memorizing steps, practicing, and rehearsing involve time, thoughtfulness, and creativity by layering music, steps, and expression into one. At last, it is time to perform the pinnacle of the practice of dance. When she shuffles off to Buffalo, she dances and shuffles her worries away. When the music plays, dance. When the music plays, dance. Dance. Yes. Dance. So your guidance from dance is put on some old time music like the Charleston or big band and move your body to the rhythm. No matter your ability, enjoy the way your body feels when you swish, turn, and step. Music is uplifting. Dancing to music is the best exercise for your body and your brain. Dance like no one is watching, allowing dance to be your therapy and uplift your spirit. So we've got shadow work, we've got questions for contemplation, we've got herbal homework, we've got intentions out the wazoo, and now, and you're going to be generous, and now you're going to dance. So I think Tuesday's going to be fabulous with all this. If the music plays, dance. I love it. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. 6006. You see? The numbers are hilarious. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, everyone. So much love to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. I love and I cherish our space together. I do. We create ripples. So much love to you, Katie and Trinity and Angela. And anyone who's watching the replay, Cody, I love you. So, everyone, thank you so much. And, yeah, I have definitely found my light fam, for sure. So tomorrow I'll be here, okay? Tuesday night. I'll see you then. Okay, I love you. Sadie at All Natural Me. Dance. Love you, Gracie.